Well, I'm Michael Kirk from Efficiency is Everything. So I wanted to go through what the $1.50 a day eating really is and kind of answer some of the questions that have come up. So I guess I'll get started. So the idea is that this is just a framework to eat for close to $1.50 a day. Now, to answer one of the questions that's come up, this is $1.50 a day per person, not per meal. This is per person. And actually, to be specific, it's $1.57 for female, and then for me, it's closer to like $1.70 as I eat more calories for weightlifting. So the idea is that this will get you close to $1.50 a day, and we absolutely are eating very close to it. We regularly have grocery bills under $20 a week, and that's for the three of us. So if you want to see the specifics on how much to eat, definitely go on the website and check out the article. I'll just read off. For female, it's 700 calories of flour, 670 calories from milk, 84 calories of eggs, 14 calories from kale, 200 calories of pinto beans, and 386 calories of russet potatoes. Now mind you, those values are rough. And I'm going to go into some problems in a minute that we're running into, but if nothing else, those are foods to start targeting and trying to eat more of. Okay, so I'm going to go into some tips right now, and then afterwards we'll go into potential problems with the data and our next steps on making this list even better. So, surprisingly, eating vegetarian is cheaper than being a meat eater. Now, I never expected myself to be a vegetarian, and it doesn't really feel like I'm a vegetarian. I eat enough eggs and milk that it doesn't really feel like I don't eat meat. Meat eaters might know the sensation of meat, and I still feel like I get that sensation. And then that said, I'm not staunch. Maybe one day I'll be more vegetarian, but my parents made tacos the other day and we had that. So if I could give any tips, like very quick tips, start learning on how to cook flour. Flour is so low cost, and most of the time it's fortified, so it's just loaded with different vitamins. So worth learning how to cook flour, because flour also isn't easy to consume. You have to cook it in one way or another. Then also learn to eat potatoes. Prior to this $1.50 a day eating, we were not eating potatoes. So learning different ways to cook and prepare potatoes. And as a note, I used to hate cooking potatoes because you'd peel the skin, and we don't peel the skin. We rinse it and kind of scrub it, but nothing crazy, and we're ready to, say, cut up the potatoes and cook them. And then also something to do, learn to eat kale. Kale seemed really bitter, but you can cook it. You can do different steaming methods. I love fried kale. So fried kale, and there's a video on this, it's like eating these airy potato chips because the kale gets really crispy. Of course, when you cook it, the bitterness just goes away. But it's just so crispy and light. It's like the lightest potato chip you've ever had. And then also, now I never thought raw kale would be anything other than a toughness challenge. So by the way, any of you manly men that don't eat green leafy vegetables, you're just not tough enough. But we put salad dressing, and I think it was poppy seed dressing, on kale, and maybe the sweetness just counteracted the bitterness. It was very good. So anyway, all right, what I want to talk about now is the problems with this $1.50 a day eating. So currently we use 24 different macros, micros, and those micros are different vitamins and minerals. But what I want to get is everything. So that includes all the essential amino acids, each individual one, the essential fats, different probiotics, and there's this thing called phytochemicals. So the idea is to just get all of it. Now mind you, the US government didn't have this data available, so I mean, this is only as good as the US government has made available. But that's not good enough. So long term, we want to add all of those. And the other thing we ran into is not all of the different nutrients that the government recommends had different maxes. So this became apparent when I calculated the vegan lifestyle. We had way too much fiber. It was just absurdly high. So we also want to get maxes for everything. So long term, we want to be able to include all of everything the human body could possibly need. And I don't think that currently exists yet. So it's going to be some work. I'm putting a timeline, maybe a year. but we'll see. It's really an open-ended problem right now. We don't know how complex some of this stuff is, so we'll be looking into that. So if you have any thoughts, like to hear it. We're going to be putting in some research effort. We have an intern working on this, and I have kind of 2 more volunteers that were very interested in either contributing to this data. So if you want to contribute as well, just send me an email and I can get you on our Google Doc. It's pretty open-ended. We want to be able to add each of these different min-maxes of each of these different vitamins, minerals, amino acids, fats, and more. So hopefully that answers some of the questions. I'm sure there'll be more, but at least this gets rid of a few of the simple ones, like, do we really eat for $1.50 a meal? No, it's $1.50 a day. So, alright, well, thanks for watching. Hopefully that helps, and definitely check out the website. It is way better than YouTube videos, but that might just be the engineer talking to me. So, thanks for watching.